As kids, going to church was a family obligation, and your parents made you go. When many of us finally left home, we left the church behind too. Our next guests say, come back. While the basic teachings of Christianity are still intact, First Methodist Church understands how to make those lessons relevant in today's world. Here to share a word, please welcome lead pastor of The Source, Reverend Caitlin Bowie, and worship director Anthony Rogers. Good morning. Okay, here's what I love. So this is the lead pastor of The Source. She does not look like any of the pastors I had growing up, right? But that's kind of part of the genesis of this church. It's always been very diverse, and everyone's always been able to play a role.
Absolutely. We consider it a huge joy to be in the center of Houston. We love what's happening in the city around us, and we're so happy to be a part of it as The Source.
Yeah. All right. This church was founded in the 1830s. That's where the beginning roots of it was. Okay, so The Source is kind of like caters to a different group.
Yes. So a few years ago, the church realized they weren't connecting with the younger group of people, and the average age was getting older. And so they brought us in with a third person who's part of our team to kind of experiment and try something new.
Yeah, because look, you're wearing booties and everything.
I am.
Jeans, the whole bit. Yeah, so like now, is it like, can older folks like me like show up at
absolutely,
the...
absolutely,
Because I won't go where the young people are going. That's what I'm saying, right? Okay. All right. And then you, as we know, music is so much a big part of getting the word across.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's one of the most, for me at least, essential parts in connection. I think lots of times if you're newly coming to Christ or just trying to try church out for the first time, you may not be able to connect with, you know, the words and stuff that I'm saying, but you can go to any country or anywhere and hear the music and be able to vibe, even if you don't know the words.
International language, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. You have a new community vision. What is that new community vision?
So we kind of organized ourselves around this tagline, get together, ask questions, and get out. And really, we want to have an authentic community. So we don't want Sunday to be just the only point in the week we connect. So we're doing life together. Second, the church has been known to be a place that's not safe to ask questions, and we believe that's a part of growing. So it's safe to ask questions both in how we grow in our relationship with God, but also with each other. And then finally, we want to get out. We want to go back out into the city and love the place that God has planted us in.
Yeah. All right, so you have a new album out. Yes. Yeah, he's like, yes. Thank you, Jesus, I do. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And tell us what kind of the feeling of that is.
Well, it's a accumulation of songs that came out of the hearts and testimonies that were either sown in or told to us from the community that we service. So we just got together, wrote some stuff, and I mean, God's been glorified through it ever since. They told us we needed to, you know, get this stuff recorded, so this is the product of that. So we're extremely excited, but God's doing some crazy stuff at The Source, and if you haven't been, so
what's the song you're going to do for us?
We're going to do At Your Feet. It's the single off the EP. It's basically just about what does it look like to surrender yourself to God and be at His feet, and it's kind of like a play on words where it's like when you're in a place of surrender is where you can find freedom. Yeah. So.
And I called it an album earlier. You probably don't even know what an album is, do you?
Oh, yeah, I got it. The little thing with the black
thing. Okay,
it's
the EP. Okay, for more information on The Source at First Methodist Church, you can visit them online at thesourcehouston.org or call them at this number, 832-668-1800. And now, performing the title track from his newly released album, At Your Feet, here's Anthony Rogers and The Source Choir.
Reaching through pain, if I can just touch you, I will be changed. All of my weakness exchanged for your strength, Lord. Your grace is sufficient, Lord, I will be changed. Say down at your feet is the place where I find freedom, God. My life is yours. Say down at your feet is the place where I am rescued. I am yours. I am yours. Say, oh, Somebody help me say, oh.